Task at hand today is to make a stand for this Chicago Electric, and get that in there, Chicago Electric Porta-Band I bought at Harbor Freight. This thing works pretty good. It may not be a Milwaukee, or it may not be a DeWalt, but it cuts steel, cuts it pretty good. So anyway, I've got this piece of plate here, scrap. Oh, it's about 10 inches square, maybe 9 inches. I cut a piece off the side of it here. That was on there like that. Used the Porta-Band to cut it. Here's the base that comes on it. I just made this piece here to bolt down in its place. Now I need to cut a groove in this plate up towards the middle. What I'll do is I'll drill, these are the bolts that hold this on there. Yep. Those will fit in there like that. I'll drill 2 holes in this plate at the same exact spot, make them big enough for the heads to fit in, and then weld this to the bottom, and that'll subsurface these bolt heads into the tabletop. If you don't understand what I'm talking about, stick around and I'll show you. I need that to go that deep and right in the middle of it. So take this square, transfer that line over there. There's 4.5 from that side. There's 4.5 from that side. So the middle's right there. And that's where I need to cut that. Need another clamp. Well, that kind of shook you guys down. I didn't even see that. This tripod's pretty cheap, like me. Take that back off of there. Close as I can figure, that needs to be right there. We need to drill a couple holes. I don't know if you can see that or not. It looks to me like that's in the right spot. So now we need to make them big enough that the heads will fit in them. That'll work. Just like that. Now I need to tack that bottom piece on there, then weld it real good, and that'll be done. I'll be able to mark where I can weld it and where I can't weld it. Of course I can weld it around the whole thing, but I don't want to weld it in spots where it'll hit the saw. So I can weld it on that line and on that line. I can weld it on the back. Weld it all along that there. And I can weld it along the other side. The whole distance of it. So the most of it I can weld. Yeah, I don't think that'll fall off there anytime soon anyway. There we go. Table's made. Now I just need to make somewhat of a little stand for it so I can set it there to work off of, just like a bandsaw, like that bandsaw sitting right there. That'll make that a lot easier to use. Cutting little stuff. So let's make a stand for it. I got my legs built there. Now this top, of course you have to get those exactly the same length for it not to do that. So my plan is to clamp these legs down to this tabletop, which is fairly flat. Sit that on there and then weld it, and just weld the one gap that I have, just weld it shut. That way hopefully it'll sit flat on the tabletop. So get the welding on that. Here comes the moment of truth. Will it sit on there without tilting back because of all the weight that's back here on the motor? And will it fit? Nope, it won't sit there. So I have to build something to brace the back end of it. No big deal. There, it'll sit there under its own will now. Get that rear brace welded on there. Still easy to take it on, or put it on, take it off. It gives me something I could mount. Little trigger activator on that there. I don't know if I will or not. I can just probably put a clamp on it, as a matter of fact. See if it's turned on now. Oh, that beats the hell out of hacksaw. I think that'll work. What do y'all think?